So your story is really like you're an overcomer. I mean, you've gone through real storms. I mean, literally, you've been through the physical storms of life, and you really just managed to kick your boots up and just keep overcoming. And even through like you're recent, like you were saying that the last storm before Harvey.
Yeah, the 2016 storm. We were trying to move horses as fast as we could, and the water was rising a foot an hour, if not faster. And we got some out of the arena just east of us and got them into the house/barn. And I was trying to move the north pasture horses in, and we got them out of the pasture into the hall of the barn, and then they blew up and just went everywhere. And I had one employee that was here at the house. This is the middle of the night. This started at 3 a.m. And we went out to try to get the horses scattered, and we both got stuck on the arena fence line. She had a tree at least where she was. I had an old outhouse close to me, and we were stuck there between 2.5 and 3 hours.
And how many feet of water?
Well, it was up to where we were on the fence. It got up to the top of the arena fence, which is about 6 foot there. And it was literally, I just had on gym shorts and a t-shirt because I'd come right out of bed, to try to save the horses. And it was pulling my gym shorts off. The current was so strong. I mean, and we were only 50, 75 feet from the house, but we did not dare get in the water to try to reach the house. It was that strong. And it took bass boats with a big motor or airboats that finally came and rescued us about 8:30 that morning. And during that time period, we had to sit on the fence, and we watched horses struggling that were getting caught up in the fence and getting out of the fence. And she held a horse's head up for an hour until the water actually came up high enough so it could get disentangled from the fence and swim back to safety. It was one of the most horrendous days of my life. And
wow.
Then I got on a boat, and they dumped me on the bank over there, and somebody handed me a donut, and someone took a picture, and so the caption was like, she said on the road eating donuts while her horses drowned. And I'm like, really?
Wow.
I mean,
there's always
crazy.
These bullies. I mean, it's like when you got a very successful business, or even, my own experience, the rise up. I had exes coming after me, like sending prisoners on my job site.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he kind of witnessed the craziness of I get it. It's like, you're in this and people are saying crap and you're like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, where's this coming from?
I've rescued so many horses in my lifetime. I buy them from kill pens. I buy them from people that are on the way to the killer with them. I mean, half of this herd, well, let me say a third at least of the herd that you see around you are horses that would not have made it. Somebody gave up on them. That cute little pony, that pink pony you see walking around, the vet called me and they said the people brought it in, they wanted us to euthanize it because they can't handle it. Do you want it? I'm like, yeah. And that's a common story of my life, is saving outlaws and turning them into responsible horses and either finding them a forever home or they work here. And yes, I lose horses. I lose them to colic. I lose them to, they get stuck and break a leg. I mean, horses are suicide machines. But my ratio of saves against losses is way up there, I think.
Well, I am so thankful that you guys let us come here. And
I'm glad you made it.
And film. I was totally not expecting it. I was so excited. I've been in New York. There's no two-stepping in New York.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's been 20 years. Mm-hmm. Literally, I'd went a decade. I had some exes in New York that brought me from Texas to New York, New Jersey. And I was so excited to get to two-step. And so when they said stampedes, I said, let's go stampede.
Sure.
And we had a blast. I mean, of course, this one dude just jolted me off the Bronco. My goodness,
You
girl.
rode the bull.
Well, he told me to take my cowboy boots off. And you know us cowgirls do not do nothing without our cowboy boots.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? But anyway, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
And to all the women out there and men out there, when we empower each other, we literally empower our world, because we have less women that are on welfare or struggling or, homeless. There's, women out there that's lost our hope.
Yeah.
they when you lose everything, sometimes you end up losing your mind.
Yeah. Oh, I certainly label myself as being PTSD from that flood, and then of 2016, and then here comes Harvey, and it's like, how can this happen twice? And even after the tax day flood, the 2016 one, 5 weeks later, this place flooded again 2 feet deeper than it was. We had just been putting it all together, and here it came again. Went down for a day and came back up. So we actually had 3 floods in about 5.5 weeks.
I mean, you're right on the water.
Yeah, we are, and we're closer to it all the time.
Down right now, but like, wow, it is really incredible.
And the best thing, I'll talk about saving horses, but we save a lot of souls here too. We joke about having a Statue of Liberty in our yard that says, "Give me your downtrodden, your poor, and they come in here by the Grove, and I call it a transition place. Some people say, well, you have a high turnover. I said, it's not that. I said, people come here to get themselves together. And
to go to the next level.
Yeah, after they get themselves together, they're ready to go out in the world, and they've got some confidence, and they know things aren't that bad, and they know that manual labor or shoveling, is not quite what they want to do the rest of their life. But
so some of us, we need to be grounded. You gotta hit bottom to find the rock.
Yep.
I mean, you really do. And when people say, "Oh my goodness, you're all alone," I had women on my board that I don't know what happened, but I wasn't alone, and I just knew that I had this mission, that I was going to take the story that I went through to give women a better opportunity and be able to come out of it, because not all of them have that strength, that they need that little bit of behind them and saying you can do it. And they need a cheerleading team, instead of these women that are out here trying to bully. And I mean, heck, they had me on scam alert. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm not even kidding. And yet we wouldn't even stop working. They had to call the police to make us stop working. Like we were like, what? You just gave us money. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God. And it was all just to make me look bad, because they heard that there was this opportunity of a show, and the hating, and as the cameras started going, you're walking in the room and you're like, and they don't understand why you and not them, but they don't understand, if you have a pure heart and you're good, it is you too. It can be you too.
Right.
You just gotta want it and not look at others and say, what can I do to tear her down?
Exactly.
Use their energy to focus on empowering yourself.
Hard not to get drawn into the negativity, and but you got to. That's where your hardest, most strength has to come in, is to not play their game, and it's so tempting, isn't it?
Oh my goodness! Well, you know what it is women don't understand. If somebody's calling you to trash that other person, wherever there's resistance, there's power. So you're getting on the wrong side of the fence, because you got to realize that the demons are going to come and attack someone that's got power. Because wherever there's resistance, there is power. And I mean, I don't care what religion, you call it enemy, call it whatever you want, but you're coming for attack, come to kill, destroy, all that is great, all that is powerful. And so you got to remember, if somebody's saying, oh, well, why don't you join the team and attack her or him, then you're going against that power. When that could be power, empowering yourself. Right.
It's hard to hold on to, but you got to do that.
And you got to realize, don't go with that crowd. It's better to be alone than to be a follower of someone who's going to try to hurt somebody else. It's not worth it.
And I'm okay alone. People say, why don't you get married? Why doesn't? Well, it's selfish in a way, because I can't give a man partner the time he deserves. I'd love to have a supportive man that, had lots of money and lots of time and just wanted to be supportive. But they don't want to carry 65 horses and a raging business either. And I don't have the time to nurture, another person like I think a relationship should be.
Well,
It's
yeah,
tough.
you know what it is I mean, for some men, they like that mommy nurturing, and I mean, you know, it's hard because they
But I'm
want
not that woman.
No, I'm not that woman either. I'm like, I'm not your mama. I had 9 babies, okay? I went over the top here. I'm done. I'm retired. No more.
Yep.
So, yeah. How many kids do you have,
I
by the
have
way?
2 daughters. One that's a fabulous artist and in Austin and working on movies and her own studio. She does great metalwork, jewelry. Has
Oh,
done
wow.
things for Johnny Depp. She's working with Robert Rodriguez right now in the film industry. And she just spent a
amazing.
month in Saudi Arabia in one of the big museums there, doing museum fixing, you might say.
Saudi
And,
Arabia, that's
isn't that
wild.
and so she's kind of special. And then my second daughter is Cecilia, who you've met, and she is a fabulous horsewoman and has trained for some of the best people in the world, and was top USEF rider for endurance in 2011, and has also ridden in the Middle East and trained in the Middle East and all over the United States.
It's funny you say the Middle East. I have this amazing, I have to say it on camera. She's from actually Pakistan. She's Muslim, and I'm Jewish. And I said, you realize we're family. People don't understand that. We've got people walking around hurting each other and they're ignorant.
Yeah.
We're all the human race.
Yes, we are.
All. We're all related. We all bleed the same. I love Mandisa, by the way. She sings Bleed the Same. I cried when I heard that song. But, I mean, we do. We're all human. You know?
Just got to remember that.
Yep. Thanks for joining.
Bye.